Hello, this is Sakamoto 301 and this is part 15 of my Chivalry Medieval Warfare Weapon Guide. In this episode, we take a look at the Vanguard weapon added in the January patch, the Polehammer. Smashing, really. The Polehammer, historically, never existed as its name in Chivalry. The term Polehammer is just an adopted name used in the game. This Swiss weapon was originally called the Lucerne Hammer after the town of its invention. Primarily used in the 15th through 17th centuries, it was an ancient tank buster used to target and kill heavily armored opponents and knights, while having a large spike on top to stop men on horseback. The Polehammer, as it is a vanguard weapon, has 4 different attack types, the first of which is an LMB attack. The LMB does blunt damage, which performs consistently across all classes. The archer, when struck, will take 40 damage to the head, 32 to the body, and 26 to the legs. The man-at-arms class holds a slightly more resistive quality, taking only 35 damage from a blow to the head, 30 to the body, and 24 from a leg shot. The Vanguard takes 35 damage to the head, 28 to the body, and only 22 to the legs. Similarly, the Knight class only takes 30 damage to the head, 24 to the body, and 19 to the legs. It's obvious that the Polehammer is highly effective against heavily armored opponents. The mouse wheel down attack surprisingly deals pierce damage, which adds on to the idea of the Polehammer being a tank buster class. The archer will take 65 damage to the head, 52 to the body, and 42 to the legs. This is a sizable increase from the LMB. The man-at-arms class will have identical numbers to the Vanguard class, as it is pierce damage. Both take 58 damage to the head, 46 to the body, and 37 to the legs. The Knight is stalwart, however, taking only 36 damage to the head, 29 to the body, and 23 to the legs. The mouse wheel down attack clearly does the most damage, other than the sprint attack. The mouse wheel up deals pierce damage, and it has a ridiculous amount of reach. The archer takes 56 damage to the head, 45 damage to the body, and 36 to the legs. The men-at-arms and Vanguard class again have the same attack stat when stabbed by the Polehammer. Both take 50 damage to the head, 40 to the body, and 32 to the legs. The Knight class takes 31 damage to the head, 25 to the body, and 20 to the legs. Resistive. The sprint attack is unique to the Vanguard class and does a considerable amount of damage to your opponent. It should be used whenever possible. The archer, when hit by a sprint attack, will take 113 damage to the head, 90 to the body, and 72 to the legs. This is capable of one-hit kill. Both the Vanguard and the men-at-arms class again have the same damage modifiers. This time they will take 100 damage to the head, 80 to the body, and 64 to the legs. This is a truly devastating attack to both of these classes. The Knight is still resistive, however, only taking 63 damage to the head, 50 to the body, and 40 to the legs. In short, the sprint attack is clearly the most effective. Due to this, the weapon's massive reach really adds to the effect. The stab is less useful with an impressive reach, as the added reach isn't much gained. The mouse wheel down attack is more usable now, and the mouse wheel up attack just doesn't hold up the same. However, with the LMB attack's low blunt type damage, the mouse wheel up attack does have some uses. For our loadout, we will go for an accurate on history loadout, a true tank buster role designed to deal with more heavily armored opponents in the game. The primary slot will be used by the Polehammer. In the secondary slot, we will make use of the war axe. In the special slot, we will take use of the throwing axes for their increased damage over the throwing knives, at the cost of a little ammunition. Be sure to use the throwing axes to soften up enemies if you lack the time to ready up a sprint attack. With this weapon of Swiss origin at your side, you'll be sure to take down mountains and fully neutralize your enemy's assaults.